We're going to talk about the two lines that you can make using a pencil. The first line is called the hard line. You've got the tip of the pencil facing straight down, you're pressing into the paper, and there you go, that's a hard line. There's no soft edges around it. You can't really use it for sketching. It's not a great line to use when you've just started learning how to sketch. So we're going to move on to the line you want to use for sketching, which is called the soft line, which is where it's just a soft line. Now what I'm doing is I'm not using the tip of the pencil, I'm actually putting the pencil to its side and just letting my fingers go back and forth, like that. See how the line comes up a lot lighter and I can go back and forth without using as much effort. Now there's two ways you can use the soft line. You can create it using an up-down motion, so up, down, and I just follow. If I just move my hand, I can just up, down, and follow a general shape. So you could imagine I could create something with that. The other type of soft line you can use is a flick line. So it's just flick, 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 flick. Now notice I'm not doing this. Flick, flick, flick. I'm overlapping the whole time. And slowly, I'll move my flick around the page. And I create generally the same effect as an up-down. But it's just if you're drawing a different section of the picture and you're not so comfortable doing up-down or you're not so comfortable doing flick-flick, there are multiple ways to perform the soft line. Now to practice your soft line, I usually get my students to create a shape. So here's a square, and then their job is just to shade in that shape. Now when you're shading in, you're not going to shade in using a hard line, are you? You're going to use the soft line. So put your pencil on its side and just see how I'm up-downing, up, down, up, down, up, down. I can also flick. But I'm just practicing making that soft line. And you might want to practice even making it lighter or harder. And even when I make it as hard as possible, it doesn't look like this hard line here, does it? It's still quite soft and it blends in. But the point is just to practice your soft line. So have a go at that. Create some shapes and then just shade them in.